welcome back to another manga chapter review. I am the Rat, and this is the Rat's Nest. I'm joined as always by Kyle and Trevor. Say hi, Kyle and Trevor.
Hello.
Howdy, howdy.
Hi.
So,
No, shut up, Cade. Go. Oh my gosh.
dude, oh my
No, I think
guys,
the
I'm
bit
so-
was, no,
I'm
he's
so-
no.
I'm
Why
so
did he
sorry,
leave?
I'm
Oh my gosh.
sorry.
He actually left. That wasn't the
bit
point.
would've
That
worked
wasn't the
better
bit.
if you just didn't
Oh my
acknowledge
gosh.
it.
Brendan, were you recording Discord audio to the point where you got the sound of him leaving?
No, whenever OBS is open, Discord doesn't record.
You can turn that off. Just turn that off, my guy.
No!
Just do it.
Welcome to Chainsaw Man, chapter 149, entitled
Devil's Choice.
What an interesting title for such an interesting chapter. Am I right, my fellow co-hosts?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, this was a pretty good chapter. Take a shot every single time I say that at the beginning of an episode. What did you two think about this chapter generally? Before we get into the grits and guts and nuts and bolts and penis of it.
I had very positive thoughts about it, and ignore exactly what you just said about it. Liked seeing more of Natalie. We got to see Sexual Assault Chan get frauded, so that was funny.
True. What do you think,
Yeah.
Trevor?
Yeah, that was like literally my exact thoughts. I was like, dude, that was really cool. We got to see Natalie do something cool, like for the first time ever.
No,
you
there was
sure?
the time she stopped the white woman jump scare.
FNAF.
Is FNAF, dude. I love FNAF. Favorite game series in the entire world. My thoughts are exactly the same. You can literally quote me on that. You can quote me on every single thing that Kyle has ever said or will ever say, honestly.
Kyle, say the
You
N-word.
So, would you guys like to get right into the chapter? So, we come in and we see a beautiful city skyline. Fujimoto haters Funny Water haters on sewer slide watch. Some random guy goes, I foretold this. I warned you that mankind and the devils would go to war. Disasters, dying retribution for ignoring the prophecy. Join me in obeying the voice of God, and together we'll burn the Chainsaw Man army to ashes. Burn Chainsaw Man, yada yada yada. Fire sure is getting a lot of support here. And then we get Molestina going, "Whoo boy, my ass is cooked. I better head back to high school or else I'm finished." She goes, while we've been running, the outbreak escalated into something out of an apocalyptic movie. And Dennis is like, hey, there's an emergency, right? If push comes to shove, I'll bust out the chainsaws. She's like, don't be ridiculous. This is the worst time to turn into Chainsaw Man. If people see you transformed, they'll burn you to a crisp. Don't worry, I'll protect you too. Dennis looks wholly unconvinced, and Natalie goes, we don't need your protection. I'm stronger than you. I'll kill anything that attacks us. Molestina goes, and if humans attack us, could you kill them too? And Natalie goes, no, duh. Humans are weak sauce compared to devils. And Molestina looks a little flabbergasted, and she looks over at Dennis and goes, what have you been teaching her? Dennis goes, whatever's on educational TV. So Natalie watches Sesame Street, confirmed. Who do you guys think her favorite character is?
The trash can dude.
Like Big Bird?
Sure, we'll go with that.
But now we get into some more serious dialogue, right? So we get to see Dennis say, I'm worried about the apartment. And Natalie looks and she goes, the pets are hungry. And Dennis is a little bit worried. And he's like, we got to go home. And Molestina goes, come on, we obviously can't do that. I guarantee you that those church freaks have staked out your apartment. And this goes, the pets are totally waiting to be fed. And Natalie goes, let's hurry. Molestina stands in front of them with her childbearing hips and goes, I can't let you go home.
And then
Well,
she
she'll
says,
tell you
"Nah, I'd
to."
win."
She does say, nah, I'd win. Stand strong. You're him. Stand proud. You're strong. What's other lines? But I can't remember off the top of my head. We'll shelter
Nah,
you two at a
I'm not,
public
I'd
safety
win.
facility. And so then Natalie tries to kill her, which is pretty based. Hooks an old man next to her, or like an old homeless person or something. Chokes out Molestina. Then Dennis tickles an underage girl, kind of based, which causes Natalie to lose her focus. And Dennis yells, run, Molestina. We can manage on our own. If you stick around, she'll kill you for real. They kind of look at each other, and then she runs away. Right. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this up to this point.
Yeah, this is a good. This is a halfway point. Yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on this? Because we get to see, we get to see that it's like, we've already seen that it's like, shit's hitting the fan pretty seriously. But we get to see a little bit of Natalie, so we'll get to see more of Natalie's character later. But Molestina trying to like protect them, keep them away from the apartment, keep them under her control, and Natalie doesn't let her. She actively tries to kill Molestina. How crazy is that? What do you guys think?
Okay. Well, so like first, right? So like the first thing that's said by Molestina is that Denji or Dennis cannot turn into Chainsaw Man because like then the humans would like kill him, right, and like burn him at the stake. But like she is simply not taking into account the fact that like people probably fear him a little bit at this point in time. Like he hasn't done anything. If he shows up now, people are gonna shit their pants, which is gonna make him so much stronger. And so he's just gonna be able to like absolutely destroy everything. Like Dennis himself might even be able to like control Black Chainsaw Man.
Dude, no way.
That'd be pretty cool, I think.
That would be pretty cool.
Trevor, you're not getting me to say it. I don't care how tempting you might think it sounds.
Yeah, can get you to say what, Kyle?
What are you accusing me of trying to get you to say at this point in time?
What word is it?
Anyway, I'm going to talk about my thoughts on this part of the chapter.
Lame.
All right, you say it.
What, my thoughts on this part of the chapter? I mean, I suppose I can. I was going to let you go first, though. So please, Kyle, be my guest. Give me your thoughts on the chapter. That's what we're here for.
On this sequence. Okay, you can go.
Hey, awesome. Thank you so much, Kyle.
He doesn't know anything. Kyle hasn't read the chapter.
I think it's interesting. Whenever I was first reading this, I really like to see like how genuinely we'll talk more about Nayata's character later, right? Or Natalie's. I'm so sorry. We'll talk more about Natalie's character with the second half. I do think that she's being genuine in wanting to take care of the pets. Is she?
Well, yeah.
I don't think she's trying to manipulate Dennis here. I don't think that's what's going on, because Dennis is very obviously genuinely concerned. But I don't think Natalie is trying to like brainwash him here.
Well, I think like piggybacking on that, I think like based on what we've seen of Natalie's relationship to Dennis, like Natalie sees Dennis as Dennis, and that's the stark contrast between Natalie and did we have a name for Makima? Marissa? Okay. That's the stark difference between Natalie and Marissa, is that Marissa didn't see Dennis, but Natalie does. And so like, and I mean, that's more backed up by like the second half of the chapter. But I mean, like, yeah, I totally think like she's being genuine in like the in everything throughout the chapter. Like everything that she is doing is completely genuine.
It is interesting to see more from Marissa's side, though. They definitely leaned into it, because she 100% views herself as a devil. Like that's objective. So we're speaking a lot about Natalie. Let's just get into her half of the chapter.
Yeah.
So, because that's the meat and potatoes and bones and penis of the chapter, right? So we get to see Natalie and Dennis standing there. He's like, "Hey, let's head home now." And Dennis goes, "Natalie, you really tried to kill her just now, didn't you?" Natalie kind of. Fine for devils to kill living things of any kind. Fish swim. Trees photosynthesize. It's the same thing. You must feel it as instinctually too. Hurting people makes you feel alive, doesn't it? Dennis just kind of looks at her. She looks back at him. She goes, "Dennis, want to join the devil's side with me?" And he goes, "You can't be serious." She goes, "I gave it a lot of thought before I fell asleep. Human culture's fun and all, but isn't it suffocating? If we ruled over people as devils, we could pig out on our favorite foods whenever we want. We could own cats of every breed, or even 100 dogs." Dennis goes, "But what about your friends at school?" And she goes, "Honestly, who cares if they die? You don't care either, right? I'm all you need." Dennis looks a little bit, and they exchange looks, and he realizes something, and she realizes that he realizes something, and she goes, "You just remembered Ashley Mikasa, didn't you?" And Dennis looks a little shocked, and she goes, why is that femcel important to you? You risked your life to protect her the other day, too. I don't get it. And Dennis kind of looks, and then he goes, because we kissed. That's it? And Dennis looks, and he's like, I've kissed a bunch of times up until now, and it always went horribly wrong. The kiss with Ashley was the one time I didn't get hurt. Like her? Dennis looks kind of tired. This much. And goes, what about me? He spreads his arms a lot wider. And we get another iconic funny water face of Natalie smiling. She jumps up, hugs him, and goes, fine, I won't kill humans. Now let's hurry home. Mush. Very, very Power-esque. Very, very Power-esque, as some people on X pointed out. X, the site formerly known as X, you know.
Yeah.
But there is some. This is one of the best chapters of part 2 in an extremely long time. Not dissing any like recent chapters of part 2, but simply saying how amazing this chapter was. I really, really enjoyed it. There's a lot of character stuff here. So first, what did you all think about this section? I guess.
Like the section, as in like the second half of this chapter.
I guess, yeah. So I guess a better thing to be here is so we see a couple of things here, right? Let's break it down a little bit. I know, like the Fortnite song. Let's break it down a little bit thing. So we know 100% Natalie sees herself as a devil. That's an objective truth. Question is, okay, so on page 13, right? Going off of this, do you guys think that Natalie views Dennis more as a human or more as a devil? Like I'm not going to say like I absolutely think that Natalie sees Dennis for Dennis. Like I don't think that she's after Chainsaw Man like Marissa. I think that she 100% sees Dennis for Dennis.
No, but I get what you're
I believe
ask.
that he is like the most important thing in her life. But do you think that she views him more as like a devil or as a human?
That's a tough call to make. I would say, just given the conversation that they have, I think that I guess my interpretation of it would be, as much as Natalie wants to view him as a devil, I think she views him as a person. Just given like what they talk about, where he's still hung up on like these human concepts, because she's like, oh yeah, I gave it a lot of thought before I went to sleep. Human culture is fun and all, but it's like, it's suffocating, you know? Like friends doesn't matter, like romantic relationships doesn't really matter, like, you know, we're devils. But I feel like she might recognize that Dennis is still kind of clinging on to the human part of him and still view him that way. I mean, it's not like there's a wrong answer, it's just,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think she sees him as a human, right? And that's like, because like she asks Denji, she says, Denji, you want to join the devil side with me? Which I think is implying that like, I mean, obviously this is a translation, so it's not, you know, exact. It's not going to be the exact author's intention, right? And so there can totally be some information lost due to translation, but it could be read as Dennis is on the side of the humans, and Natalie is asking Dennis if he is willing to switch to the side of the devils, right? And instead, Natalie switches to the side of, you know, not the devils, so the side of the humans, not killing devils at the end of this chapter.
Yeah, I'd agree with you guys. I think she views him as human. I will say that I think that she knows, though, that he kind of toes the line, that he's not 100% human. Not just literally knowing that he's Chainsaw Man. But I do think here that she does try, maybe even indirectly, to try to get him to join, because on the page previous, you know, she goes, you must feel it instinctually too. Hurting people makes you feel alive, doesn't it? So like her getting the idea into his head that he is a devil as well, and then Dennis want to join the devil's side with me, right?
Well, I feel like but like back on page 12, right? At the very like the panel, right? Like his face is not a. I mean, I don't view his face as like a shock of like you're right, but a shock of like what the fuck are you talking about? So I feel like that's more when she realizes that like he is like in reality not really that much like a devil.
Yeah, I'm trying to. What do I think about that expression there? I think so. This is something I saw on Twitter that I just remembered. Someone pointed this out. It could be Dennis seeing the Marissa in Natalie, because this is definitely the most Marissa-esque Natalie has been in part.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know how much Natalie knows about Marissa. Asked with Marissa. I think then that's why she asked, like, we want to join the devil's side with it. But I definitely think that she views him as human. Very interesting. I will say also, it's never explicitly said, right? Natalie never explicitly goes like, Dennis, you are the only thing like worthless, like, it's always like she's always like, look, like I'm all that you need, right? To Dennis. But I mean, I also think, and you guys can disagree with me if you think so. I mean, I think that it 100% goes the other way as well, because we see Natalie do everything in the context of Dennis, like we see her, we see her attack Molestina because Dennis wants to go back and feed the dog, right? So she does that for Dennis. She stops attacking Yoru because Dennis told her to back in like whenever. I assume that she also didn't pursue Molestina because she was running and because Dennis didn't want her to. And also, like, she's not going to join the devil's side fully without Dennis. I don't know. That I really enjoy. I always enjoy getting to see more of Natalie's character, just because it's so interesting. To see the differences between her and Marissa, and to see kind of to try to understand her character and how different it is from Marissa, and just the way that it's being written. I really, really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Let's see. She also says, I don't get it. Why is that loser important to you at all? You risked your life to protect her the other day too. She says, I don't get it. Okay. Now, I know, haha, funny, just listen to the song, right? Good old funny water at work here. I think this panel means something. Like the I don't get it. I think that it is intentionally drawn, like, without her eyes to kind of obscure her expression there. As to, like, what exactly it means, I don't know. But I think that the way that he drew it was entirely intentional. Like, See,
I think the interesting thing is like her dialogue right before it, right? Because I mean, she's asking why Dennis finds Ashley important, right? But like, she knows why Ashley is important in the grand scheme of things, because like they have that like the psychic sister connection of the Yeah. So I mean, it's an interesting thing to ask.
I'd say another facet you could look at. I think that this is a really interesting piece of dialogue, just in general. Her saying, "I don't get it." Okay, so let's read super hard into this, right? Let's go full. Let's not listen to the song at all, right? What if this is her saying, "I don't get it," because she can't understand the concept of love? And then Dennis realizes that he's failed. Or maybe she doesn't realize that she understands the concept of love because she doesn't realize that she loves Dennis. Not like in a romantic way. Okay. I'm not going to burn the dish yet, right? In like a father/older brother type of love, right?
All I'm going to say is, first of all, if Kate were here, he'd be freaking out right about now.
Kate isn't here, so.
Yeah, because we're
never
talking
used
about
the
like
name.
a woman and a man instead of
I
like
was,
two
I was
men.
saying concept
Instead of
of
two
love.
men and they're both animals.
Exactly, exactly.
So true.
Concept of love, guys.
What were you gonna say, Kyle?
That's
Oh, like the
That was
Just
a
Surf
comment.
song, like the song from Just Surf. Is that what you're
Yeah.
talking about?
yeah.
Impressive pull. That's an
Okay,
impressive pull,
I get
Kyle.
it, I get
You guys told was not what I intended.
it. Yeah, but it's what you meant.
I think
It's what you deserve to say.
I meant dessert.
I think that there's a lot of very good dialogue you take a lot of different ways in here. I also love Dennis's line of that kiss with Ashley was the one time I didn't get hurt. And it was Yoru that kissed him. So that's kind of based as well. But I think that this is good character. It's good to have Dennis back. Because it felt like we haven't had him in a while, you know? He's just kind of been pulled along, right? It's good to see Dennis genuine 100% Dennis. This line is sad because it's like, dang, this dude is really, this dude's had a hard life. I just want to give him a big old hug, you know. Good kiss, Josh.
He should have slept with sexual assault Chan.
He should have. He totally should. Natalie wouldn't have let him. That's the thing. Natalie's never gonna let him sleep with a woman.
And not unless Natalie's dead.
Natalie's not gonna die.
How confident are you? How much would you be willing to put down?
I'll bet my entire Roth IRA.
Dang, that's a whole like $2.50. Wow.
I know, and Trevor, you have stake in this too, because you're my
I
prime.
do, I do.
All right.
You're my, what's the contingent or something? If I die, you get it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it's called, but you know.
Can you bet your gum fruit on this?
No, it's worth way too much to me.
So you're not that
This is
confident.
Dumb fruit.
I see. You're not that confident.
Trevor, you better not say that again.
You're stupid fruit.
Not true. I think that Natalie cares a lot about Dennis, and I think that their relationship is really cute, and I think that they're both extremely well-written characters that have an extremely good dynamic, and I'm looking forward to seeing where Funny Water takes their characters in the future. And I'm looking forward to seeing maybe if in the future we get to see, as she grows up, we get to see more of Marissa and Natalie. And then how that conflicts with, because you know the big thing of nature versus nurture. So I think that'll be interesting stuff to look at in the future. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah.
All right, Kyle. Explain to me your entire theories on this chapter right now.
Okay, so what I think it's setting up for is I think chapter 149. I think it's a setup for a chapter that's going to be called chapter 150. I know it's a little crazy to think about.
No, Kyle, you're not reaching far enough. You got to reach further than that.
I think page 4 is a build-up for page 5, which is a build-up for page 6. Which is
No. You're being too specific, right, dude? You need to go like super broad, dude. You know, broad strokes. You know, super like crackpot theory.
The Blood Devil's gonna come back and take over Natalie.
I think what he's doing is, I think he's writing Chainsman Part 2 to eventually use as a tax write-off.
You eventually use it as a tax write-off. Kyle, he started in tax year 2022. He's already used it as a tax write-off.
No, but you can use Part 2 because it's a second one. You can use it as another tax write-off.
My brother in Christ.
You reached too far, Kyle. You reached too far. You can't do that. You can't do. Look, Kyle, we're discussing literature. This is supposed to be your wheelhouse. Don't drag me into this.
No, Brandon. Now I want to know, what are your theories on it going forward?
I already said I think the Blood Devil's going to come back and take over Natalie's dead body whenever she dies in 2 arcs.
No, I meant with Fujimoto's, or sorry, Fountain Water's Freudian slip, financial situation.
Fountain Water's financial situation. He's fine. He's
Is
fine.
he though? Is he?
Fine.
I mean,
he's fine. Look,
Part 2 has
regardless of how
been
the
good
anime
with
Blu-ray
art.
sailed,
The artwork and it kind of going in circles.
sold.
Chainsaw Man's just getting cooked
Regardless
at this
of how
point,
it sold,
apparently, on the internet.
the
People don't
manga
really like it.
itself
It's just
is
getting
still
cooked
selling
now. People don't like it as
extremely
much as
well.
Part 1. It feels aimless and directionless, and people hate it now. So I think he's
Dude,
going
you
lose
need
all
to
the
get
spots.
off of r/Chainsaw Folk right now.
Why would people who hate Chainsaw Man go to a place called Chainsaw Folk?
No, you don't. No, because the folks are like Titan. It's all spread from Titan Folk, which is the Attack on Titan subreddit. One of them. Oh, it's a place for people who hate the series to gather.
I guess
And also
I guess
funnier jokes. You guys should get Reddit.
They are one of those
Reddit.com.
things, you know. I remember when
I
Moleskine
love
said
Reddit so
Chicago,
much.
and it ran off.
I'm on Reddit all the time. I know so much about Reddit.
Yeah, what's your favorite subreddit, Brandon? What's your favorite subreddit?
r/ Oh no, it's a good one, Trevor.
I don't know. Do you want like an actual suggestion, or do you want me to
Jazz. It's my favorite.
r/furry IRL?
Literally me, am I right? All right. If you're this far in the video, then obviously there's something you like. So be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and what's the last one again?
Comment, and subscribe, and then also
alright.
check out BTS Most Play Place if you want to watch a
link in
video for
description.
20, 30-ish minutes. I don't know.
Link
You
in
don't have to
description,
though. I don't
crazy.
really care.
No, do it. You have to. You have to now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So thank you all for watching. We hope that you all enjoyed it, and we will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.